All right, welcome to the next Moms on the Couch interview, coming to you live from Reseda. This is Emmalinda MacLean. She is not a mom, but she is a mom to be or not to be. That is her question that she is going to answer for herself. I have chosen her as a subject to interview today because she's a young woman that's been impacted by the Affordable Care Act. She's insured. And she is wanting to decide for herself when she will start a family. So, Emmalinda, could you just give us a little bit on your background, talk about where you were educated and what you do now for a living?
Yes, I grew up in California. I went to UCLA, studied theater, and I now serve as the Director of Religious Education for a Unitarian Universalist church. It's like being the principal of Sunday school. I run all the children's programming, preschool through high school. It's great. I love it.
And on top of what you do on Sundays for the kids, talk a little bit about the program called OWL.
One of the programs that our church offers is OWL, Our Whole Lives. It's a human sexuality education curriculum. There are 6 different levels for different age groups, so it's focused on age-appropriate information, not just about the mechanics of sex and plumbing and parts, but human sexuality as how we identify as male or female, boy, girl, man, woman, how we relate to each other. It teaches about responsible, respectful communication and decision making for your own health and joy as a living sexual being. It's a really comprehensive, well-written program, and it's a privilege to get to teach it.
It's a great program. My son went through it, and I can't say enough about how great I think that program is, and I will definitely make sure my daughter goes through the program as well. You are insured.
Thank goodness.
And tell us how that is possible, because your job at the church does not provide health insurance.
I do not have health insurance through my job. I am covered under my mother's insurance, fortunately. She is a teacher in a public school. I was under her insurance until I turned 23, at which point my parents paid for me about $600 a month until the Affordable Care Act went into effect, at which time they were able to put me back on my mother's insurance. Thank goodness. And I will be covered until I turn 26. So I'm able to have birth control through my insurance, for which I'm very grateful, because not only for birth control uses, it also helps me, it regulates my cycle. I do not have a regular cycle. When I was not on birth control, I had really painful cramps, really debilitating cramps, and with birth control that's not an issue. And I also had serious mood swings, serious PMS, which birth control also regulates for me. So I'm very grateful for all of those reasons.
What do you think about the Republicans trying to legislate birth control and reverse Roe?
I think that if you believe in a free country and you want people to be able to make their own choices, you need to trust women to make those choices about their bodies too. And I think that particularly if you are opposed to abortion, which I think is a very grave issue and not something to be dealt with lightly and should not be a form of retroactive birth control, that's not responsible. So women should have access to birth control to prevent the need to go to an abortion clinic.
Exactly. Birth control, and then kids should have proper sex education, and then we'll have way less abortion.
Sex education, so that people are empowered to make responsible decisions about their own bodies.
And so, Emmalinda, you do want to be a mother?
I can't wait to have children. I am so looking forward to raising a family when I find the person that I want to do that with, and I love my currently non-existent children very much, entirely too much to bring them into the world before I know I'm stable and ready to take care of them and give them the life that I want to give them. So I would not dream of becoming pregnant before I'm ready to start a family the way that I want to have a family.
Perfect, thank you.